Hey guys, how's it going? This is Jacqueline, the unemployed homemaker, and today let's talk about being chaste. I mentioned last time that I made up my own rules concerning being chaste, and I wanted to share some of the wrong things that I did. But first, I am aware that some of you ladies watch these videos with your daughters, and I want you to view this one alone first to make sure it's appropriate for your daughters to hear, as I will be speaking very plainly. First, equating self-worth with physical attraction and enjoyment. Next to money, a woman might establish her valuation system using the yardstick of sexual attraction and effectiveness, how she can influence a physical reaction in her husband. If she's a homemaker, she will feel that either she needs to earn money or give a replacement, and that's usually in the form of sex, to feel as though she contributes to the family. This woman hasn't yet established her identity fully and firmly in Christ to value herself as her Lord values her, and she might operate in this fallacy of her flesh. God says a meek and quiet spirit is of great price, and I'll just say that most husbands would probably prefer a wife who is calm, self-controlled, and at peace rather than all the money she could earn or even a great time in the bedroom. But anyway, she has to get her identity from God lest she uses earthly means to try to accomplish what can only be done by the Spirit. In my own life, I thought I owed my husband my body to pay him back for taking care of me. I became hyper fixated on making sure we did the deed to the point that he had to sit me down one day and say, "Hey, what are you doing? Just stop." You see, in my sinful life before Christ, I was a sexually liberated woman who flaunted her sexuality as a weapon or as a form of autonomy, riding the high I got from my partner's excitement and then feeling low and useless if I was alone. I brought that junk into my marriage, and I am so thankful the Word instructed me on the correct way to love my husband. The Lord also showed me that my husband never once demanded, quote, repayment, and that he was embarrassed that I thought so little of him. Next, refraining from cultivating proper thoughts and activities. It is not enough to just stop behaving in impure and improper ways. We need to fill our minds and activities with God-honoring, trustworthy, honest, just, pure thoughts and deeds. That means taking out the trashy romance novels and instead reaching towards books that talk about goodness. It means kicking out the daydreaming and fantasizing about intimacy and instead think wholesome thoughts that edify your husband and not just pander to his flesh and your own. It could mean cleaning up your speech so you aren't spitting mad all the time or full of carnal stories and jestings, but instead let kindness rule your tongue and let the heart full of high thoughts of the Lord express joy and contentment. It means looking at your spouse and yourself with pure intentions and not merely for self-gratification. This helps us build up a firm discipline that enables the soul to turn away from lust and toward real, biblical, God-honoring love. And finally, once again, the chaste wife is a modest wife. So much of our lives are looked at from outside perspectives. How sad it would be to live for fleshly reactions. We all know the wife who is desirous of attention, even from other husbands, doing all she can to promote her beauty and attractiveness, having loose lips that probably shames her family. The chaste wife has a clear view of her personal struggles in the flesh department and is seeking to exemplify a life controlled by the Spirit. She shows purity, peace, and soberness in her daily life, bringing honor to her husband, showing her children the path of righteous living, and above all, others will see her efforts and glorify God. What about you? What other ways can a woman practice the chaste life in her marriage? Let us know down below in the comment section. That's it for today, guys. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time.